Making like a stir fry, and what I'm going to be using as the star of the show in this is these squeaky bean like steak style pieces. So, oh, where did I put them? Here we go. Hang on a minute, the packet's already half gone.
What?
Oh, these are for dinner. What's
All right.
happened?
What was you going to do with them?
I'm putting them into my stir fry.
Oh, is there not enough there for the stir fry
Well, it's
then?
only a small amount. Look, what's left? Wait, have you eaten them?
No. Well, I know what's happened to them. You know that gremlin that's been knocking around?
Yeah.
Well, he's decided to turn over a new leaf and he's gone vegan.
Right, okay.
And he did his own little cooking video earlier. And he's very proud of it. He was hoping that he was going to be pleased with him.
Okay.
Do you want to see what he's done?
I mean, yeah, okay, why not?
Do you want to see it now?
Sure.
All right, okay, all right. Well, we'll be back to you in 1 minute. We'll watch what the vegan gremlin did.
Okay.
Okay. Hello, Gremlin. How you doing? You good?
Vegan.
Yeah. So we've heard that you're going to turn vegan because I know it's been quite a difficult time since the 80s, and you've had to deal with political correctness and things like that. I know you personally have had a lot of struggles with that, but you're going to make a vegan meal today. What sort of vegan meal is it? Sandwich. Okay, let's get to it. Really well done, Gremlin. Here we go. Let me just have it. Yeah. Oh, mind my fingers, man. Jesus Christ. Well done. I'm sure Judy will be very pleased with you. Okay, so you saw the video. What did you think?
Well, I thought the gremlin was... I'm really proud of him for going vegan. He did make a bit of a mess in the kitchen.
He did.
He's a gremlin.
Well,
what can
you know, last week he pooped in the laundry basket, didn't he? Yeah. He's trying to make up for that.
Okay.
So
I understand.
and he's sorry that he ate it afterwards as well. And
Jesus.
well, we wondered what the
that's
smell was, wasn't it?
Unfortunate.
And it was on his breath. So
Yes.
we worked it out.
Okay.
I don't know why he does that.
Should we continue with our dinner tonight then?
Yes, let's do that.
Okay. So we're going to be making a stir fry with some satay sauce and noodles. So first job, I need to boil up the noodles. I'm going to cook them for 5 minutes before you then drain them, and then they can be added into the stir fry a bit later. So I've gone for these whole wheat noodles. These are just the Sainsbury's own ones. So I've got a pan of water here, just looking just nice to come to the boil. So sort of one of these per person. We'll put 3 in tonight. So these we're just going to cook down for about 5 minutes. Okay, and so whilst that's doing its work, we're going to start with the satay sauce. So what I need to do first, so you need a little bit of coconut milk or coconut cream. So I've got some of my favourite coconut block.
Blue Dragon.
Yeah, well there's lots of different brands. They're all pretty much the same as each other, to be fair. So just a small amount like that. I'm going to pop into this little pot with a bit, excuse me darling, a little bit of boiling water. And that will just dissolve whilst I'm getting the other bits ready. So I've got my little special mini chopper here.
Is it a processor?
Kind of, yeah. It's like a mini one. Processor / chopper. Look at the size of this peanut butter. I mean...
That is pretty big.
It is pretty big, isn't it?
Where'd you get that from?
It was in Waitrose today. Oh, hang on a second.
Alright, I'll see it. Go on, get on it. Emergency. Quickly.
It's come to the boil.
Quickly to the saucepan. Not the chopper.
Yeah. Let's just give that a little swish. Turn the heat down a bit. Pop the lid back on. There we go. Right, so what we need is some peanut butter.
Why did you buy such a big pot of peanut butter?
Because do you know what? Actually, this was on a promotion, and on the promotion price it was only £6, which actually is really reasonable considering it's such a large amount.
That looks a little bit like what the gremlin put in the laundry basket.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. So I've just put a few spoonfuls in my little mini processor. Oh, Andrew, do you think you can get my lemon / lime squeezer out of the drawer, please?
The contraption.
The little black one, yeah.
It's not machine, it's a contraption.
There we
I
go.
believe. I didn't quite look it up the other week. What the difference is.
Amazing. So let's put juice of half a lime in. I might add the rest. We'll sort of put this in for now and see how we get on. Like so. And then we have a little bit of soy sauce. Sort of about a teaspoon. And I'm also going to add a little bit of this. This is vegetarian, but it's also vegan fish sauce. So just a little splash of that. We also need a little sugar.
Put some sugar on it.
That's in there. And then, if you'll excuse me, come back to this. This is nicely dissolved now.
That didn't take long, did it?
Oh, it doesn't. So I'm not sure how much we need just yet. I'll just pop a little bit in and we can add a bit more when we check the consistency. So here we go. Right, definitely need some more. There we go. Give it another whiz. There we go.
Moving now, isn't it?
And then, oh gosh, yeah, this is definitely going to need all of that. Potentially a little bit more.
Okay.
I would say. We'll see how we get on. We don't want it too thick. We don't want it too thin. We want it just right.
Sounds like it's struggling.
It's really. I might be. I've put too much. So let's add the other half of the lime now, because it's definitely going to need some more liquid in there.
Do you want me to get my plastering mixer out?
No, you're all right, love. I think also I'm probably going to need. Let's put a little bit more of the soy in, and a little bit more. Well, maybe we don't need it to be coconut. We're just maybe a splash more water. Okay. I think I was so excited about the large amount of peanut butter we had that I put a large amount in here.
What is this we're making anyway?
Satay sauce.
Satay sauce.
Do you not pay attention, Andrew, when I'm talking? Oh, right, that's looking a lot better now.
Better, yeah. Ah, there you go, look.
Right, let's...
That's looking pretty good. It's still a little thick.
It is still a little thick. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to taste it to see exactly what it is that we need to add to it. Oh,
Give us a tasting.
no, you can use that one. What do you reckon? I'll get a bit more lime.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, let's grab another lime. Luckily I have more limes on standby for such occasions.
Should we come back to this when we got this right?
Yeah, let's go back to it. So the satay sauce is done. It just needed a little bit more of the liquids in there. We probably did too much peanut butter, so we just increased everything else that we did. So that's ready to go. I'm just going to leave that to one side. Now I'll just briefly talk you through everything else that we're doing tonight. So the noodles are finished cooking. I've drained them, so they're ready. They're going to be added into the stir fry pan. So what are we going to stir fry? Well, we have here a shallot. We got garlic and ginger. We got some shiitake mushrooms. We've got some tender stem broccoli and green beans. And we've got some pak choi and some carrots that I've ribboned.
Ribboned, yeah.
Yes. Then we've also got some other bits. Now we are going to potentially be putting in the rest of this stuff that the gremlin didn't eat. But it's not quite enough for everybody. So I've also got some of this. This is all stuff that I sort of found in the pantry. So some tofu chunks in soy and spring onion sauce. I mean, I've no idea what this is going to be like. We've not tried it before. So we're going to whack that in. And then we've also got some bamboo shoots and some water chestnuts.
Yeah, sounds good.
So there's quite a lot of different elements going in here. Oh, and lastly, I've got a bit of spring onion and coriander there to sort of scatter on the top once it's all done. So what we do, oh, sorry, one more thing I just remembered. This is like a side dish. I got some of these Itsu vegetable gyozas.
Fusion gyozas.
Yes. So these are going to be cooked up as well, and this is going to go on the side. So
Are they got anything to do with nuclear power then?
they don't, unfortunately. No, you would think so, wouldn't
with
you?
the fusion and stuff
that.
like that. Could I use them to power a DeLorean?
We could try
and go
it.
back in time.
Have you got a DeLorean?
No, I haven't. Well,
I've got a picture of a DeLorean.
Maybe we can sort that out.
I've got the number plate for the DeLorean. So yeah, this will all be cooked up in due course. Now we've done all the prep, the cooking of it is quite quick it's all done within sort of about 5 to 10 minutes. So what we do, we take a quick break, we get everything prepped, and then we'll be back to you for the cookery elements.
Sounds good, baby.
Okay, so we're ready to cook. So I've got 2 different pans here. Both of them have the same thing in, which is a little bit of coconut oil and a little bit of sesame oil. Okay, so first up we get the shallots in there, and then this is the pan I'm going to do the gyozas in. So I'm just going to pop all of these in. Oh, some of them are a bit stuck together. So I'm going to steam fry these. So it's like partially fried, partially steamed. I've made these lots of different ways before. I really like gyozas. We have them quite frequently, and for me this is kind of the best cooking method, I guess. So you start by frying them off and then you steam them the rest of the way. It just means they get a nice crispy bottom, and who doesn't like a nice crispy bottom?
I love it.
Me too. Right, so just get these all in. Okay, so these are just going to fry for a couple of minutes. Shallots are starting to sizzle, which is fab. So then we're going to add in the broccoli and green beans. So in they go. Okay, all of the stuff in this doesn't take all that long to cook really. It's quite a quick meal. So now let's add in, this is the water chestnuts and the bean shoots. So I'll pop those in. Give them a mixy moo. At this stage, let's add our garlic and ginger. Mixy moo. Check on these, give them a little shake, see how they're looking. They need a bit longer before we do anything to those. Okay. Now we can add our shiitake mushrooms. So the bigger ones are kind of torn into pieces, but I've left some of the smaller ones like this little guy whole. Already, can you smell? It's beginning to smell lovely. Just turn it down a wee bit. We don't want it on the hottest setting. Just sort of like medium to high. Okay. Check on this. Oh yeah, they're coming along. So let's add in the carrot and the pak choi. So as you can see, my pan is getting full. Whoa. This will reduce down a little bit and some of the stuff will shrink up a bit, so it will make a bit of space. So next I've got this, the tofu chunks. I mean, I've drained a lot of the liquid off because they were quite liquidy. So we don't know what these are going to be like. Oh, it's quite juicy still. So let's just whack them in. This will be a bit of an experiment with something we've not used before. And then the rest of our squeaky bean char grilled steak style strips. There we go. Right. Now, over here, as you can see, the bottoms are beginning to crisp up. So it's time for us now to do the steamy method for the rest of the cooking. So with this, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put about 1 centimetre of water in and then put the lid on it. Okay, so we're just going to cook those down until the liquid basically evaporates or like absorbs into it. It's all looking very good. This needs to cook down a bit more. So all our ingredients in, apart from the noodles, and then I've just mixed up a little bit of a stir fry. This is just a combination of soy sauce, some of the vegan fish sauce, some rice wine vinegar, and a little bit of sugar. In fact, what I do have, I've got half of a lime left, so I think I might just, I'll just add that into it as well. We may as well, eh? There we go. Beginning to cook up nicely. We don't want this overcooked. You still want the vegetables to be quite firm to the bite, but obviously we don't want them to be raw. So it just needs another few minutes and then we'll add in the noodles. Do you want to cut there?
Yeah.
And make, like, if it needs another few minutes, we might as well come back in a few minutes.
I'm going to do that now.
Okay, so these have been cooking for a couple of minutes now. So we're ready to add in our noodles that have been pre-cooked. Oh, they've cooled down into a bit of a a bit of a lump. So we're just going to sort of separate them out as I add them in. We might not need all of these, to be fair. Let's just add those in for now and give them a little zhuzh and see about adding some more in a second. We just kind of separate them out. Oh yeah, we definitely put the rest in. They just needed a little bit of breaking down after they're cooking. You can also get those kind of straight to wok noodles, which are quite easy to use. If you're sort of shorter on time and you just want a sort of an easy solution, they're quite useful to have sort of in your cupboard ready for these kind of meals. Right, there we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in our kind of stir fry sauce, our little blend that we made. So I'll just pop that all over. At this stage, it's kind of almost ready. There's not much left to do. Just give it a good mix. And if we come over to the gyozas, these are also nearly ready. Look, that water's all evaporated nicely. So these are really just steaming up now. So just leave those there for like another minute. Just while this heats through with the noodles and the sauce. And then we should be ready to dish up. to go. The gyozas are looking fabulous. Look at that, beautiful, beautiful. So we'll just put these on a little serving plate here. Ooh. And you can have some dipping sauce with this. You can have like a soy sauce, or you could use some sweet chili, or a bit of satay, any kind of dipping sauce that your heart desires. Oh, we've got quite a lot here compared to the size of my plate, but that's okay. I'm sure we will manage. If you wanted this to look prettier, you could preempt in advance the size of your plate, which I obviously haven't done this evening. But anyway, let's get these all out, and these are ready to serve as a little side dish. Okay, and then we're ready to dish up our stir fry. So let's get Andrew sorted out, shall we? I'll turn the heat off now, it's all done. So loads of nice veggies in here, and of course we've used the whole wheat noodles. So this is a really nice healthy tea. Lots of yummy elements, lots of nice flavour, and lots of nutrition in it too. Nice bright colours. I would normally add peppers into here as well, you know, but I actually thought I had some in the fridge, but lo and behold, I didn't. I don't know what happened there. So there is Andrew serving. Now let's give him some of this nice satay sauce, which I know he loves. So we're just, you can actually add this in with the stir fry. The reason we've done it this way is because Elliot's not massively keen on satay sauce.
Well, he's a bit allergic to nuts, isn't he?
Well,
So
but not peanuts. He's okay with peanuts. So he actually isn't allergic to this at all, but he just doesn't really like it very much. So you can either mix it through, or you can have it like we've done as a topping. And then we're just going to add some of these spring onions and coriander. And then one other thing we can do to make it snazzy is a few little sesame seeds. Adds a bit of crunch. So there we go, that is our dinner. A nice noodle stir fry and some gyozas.
That's pretty awesome, baby.
Thank you, I do my best.
What are we going to watch on TV tonight then?
I don't know, what do you reckon?
I don't know. Gremlins, maybe?
We could, it's nearly Christmas.